If you want to start working out but hate the idea of setting foot in a gym, then keep watching because in today's video, I'm going to break down why you should start working out, how to start, and give you the motivation and mindset shift to become the best version of yourself without stepping foot in the gym or touching a weight. So while I think strength training and lifting is an amazing form of movement and can really change people's mindset around working out, I think there's a big misconception that the only way you can get fit is by going to the gym, which is not true at all. First, I want to briefly start off by touching on the why behind working out. Personally, growing up, my parents never really went to the gym. I never saw them work out, yet they were 10 times more fit than everyone else's parents that I would ever meet. And they set a really great example for me because growing up, they would make me and my siblings go outside and constantly be doing activities that we would never even think of as exercise. We would never think of it as a chore or something we had to do or a certain place we had to go. We were always out exploring and doing different things and being exposed to different forms of activity and movement. I think if you're someone who didn't grow up going to the gym or didn't grow up playing a sport or just feels lazy a lot of the time, which fair, I do too, I think it's really important to understand why you should be working out and what the benefits of it are other than just wanting to look a certain way or achieve a certain aesthetic, which is fine if that's part of it, but that should not be the whole reason and that's not sustainable. Trust me when I say exercise for appearance purpose only never lasts. It's not going to be sustainable and you're just going to be so focused on the physical aspect that you're going to burn out at some point. Now, this is pretty common knowledge, but exercise produces endorphins, and those endorphins improve our mood, reduce stress. They're going to help you sleep better too at the end of the day. Thinking of exercise as something just really good for your health other than something that's going to transform your body can also really help motivate you to get out of bed and get in your movement for the day. Think of it like free medicine to live a longer and happier life. If you think of it that way, it's pretty amazing, and if you have the ability and the access to move your body, you should be doing it every single day. Okay, now on to my actual tips and how you're gonna get fit and start exercising without going to the gym. I know a lot of people have gym anxiety, don't have access to a gym, or weightlifting is just not for them. I do enjoy weightlifting a couple times a week now, but I used to hate it as well, and I never needed it to stay fit and healthy growing up. So first you want to hone in on what exercise you want to do, and before you freak out and tell me that nothing's for you and you don't know where to start, I'm going to tell you what you can do right now, probably in this exact moment, if not later in the day, and that is to walk. And I touched on this in my 10 Healthy Habits video, but I am such a huge advocate for walking. I know that this recent upsurge in the hot girl walk trend and like these influencers doing 20k steps a day seems a little crazy, which it kind of is, but that's not what I'm talking about. I feel like long before this became trendy on the internet, walking was so underrated. It is such a great form of movement and exercise that is easy on the joints, affordable, it's free. Anyone can do it, anyone can start, and also it is something that you can do pretty much every single day without fail. Also, if you're having a hard time starting off walking, the options for what you can do while you're on a walk are literally endless. You can answer emails, get on a phone call, walk with a friend, doom scroll on TikTok even, and I know a lot of people want to start working out for physical results and get those results quickly and right away, and you might think that, okay, walking is not going to do that for me, but actually when paired with a balanced and healthy diet, walking can really transform your body just as well as any other form of movement can. It's going to improve your physical state and your state of mind much more quickly than just sitting around and procrastinating your fitness journey will, so you might as well just start walking today. And if you're someone who doesn't love a silent walk, which I totally understand, listen to a podcast, listen to music, and my top recommendation is walking with a friend because the time just flies and you can easily get in 10k steps by just talking with your best friend and walking. And if the long walks are intimidating at first and you don't love it, I would recommend like breaking your walks up through the day. Literally 10-minute walks will add up and you'll get tons of steps in and movement. Okay, now that you've started walking and you're already getting in that movement, and if you're not, add it in right now, I'm going to talk about exercise that works best for your body that's not related to going to the gym. At this point, I think it's common knowledge that different exercise works better for different types of people, and it's just really important to find something that you love to do or multiple activities that you love to do and mix it up. Now, we've all heard the Pilates girlies preach how Pilates and low impact movement changed their lives. The weights and gym girlies talk about how weights changed their bodies and their mindsets with exercise. So as you can see, there's no one size fits all. I think everyone can truly find their own niche, and I'm going to give a couple examples of activities that you can do that are amazing forms of movement. As I keep emphasizing, exercise does not have to be the gym, which is why I'm making this video. You can walk run, stand-up paddle, swim, surf, skate. If you live somewhere with snow at that time of year, obviously skiing and snowboarding. You can play sports with friends, do Pilates, do yoga. There's so many options. So literally just go explore them and find what fits best for you. Okay, now on to what time of the day you should be working out. And if you're looking for a specific answer, I'm not here to give you that. I'm here to tell you that your body is like a clock, okay? And there are times of the day where we are more alert and awake, and that varies from person to person. This is your body's natural preference for sleep and alertness. There are 4 categories, but a super easy way to remember is, are you an early bird or a night owl? For me personally, I'll hit a slump at around 12 or 3 p.m. and it just declines from there, so I know that it is best for me to get my workout in during the morning or it's not going to happen. As for some other people, like for example, my sister wakes up super groggy and tired, and I feel like afternoon workouts would probably be better for someone like her. So don't just go trying to copy a 5 a.m. morning routine if that doesn't fit your lifestyle or your chronotype. Just figure out what works better for you and then try to fit in your workouts during those times of the day, and you'll feel so much better and more motivated. The repetition of certain muscle movements invokes muscle memory, and this means that over time, your performance during your exercise, once you figure out what you love to do, is going to improve. Thoughts, the same physical actions, those are going to develop into a habit, and over time you're just going to see more improvement. And these habits will eventually become reflexes. You're going to want to get out of bed, you're going to want to work out even when you're not motivated. It's going to become discipline, and that's going to lead to the real lifestyle change. Intensity and a sudden burst of motivation is not what's going to change your life, get you to start working out and finding what movement brings you joy and makes you feel good. It's going to be consistency, dedicating your time to trying something, seeing how it goes, and eventually finding what you love and committing to it. So don't put too much pressure on it. Even if it's just a long walk every day with a friend, just try to form the habit and form the routine. Eventually it'll turn into a habit, and it'll help you form healthier habits if you're consistent. Diet, I don't know how I could forget this. I think it's because this video is more on like how to start working out without going to the gym, so it kind of slipped my mind, but I remembered it because it's one of the most important and key aspects to feeling motivated and starting the journey of working out. Because think of it this way, if you're not fueling your body properly, if you're not feeding it the right foods and fueling it with the right nutrients it needs, you're not going to be able to be in the right mindset to work out or even consider start working out. And obviously it goes without saying, and it's very basic information, but I'm sure everyone knows at this point, if you're not fueling your body with what it needs, it's not going to be able to function properly and do what it needs to do. So I want to insert some charts here just for like very basic beginner nutrition, just some basic proteins, carbs, fats, just some helpful advice if you really are super lost and just starting off with this whole fitness journey or want to work out and don't know the first thing about proper nutrition. I'm no expert, I'm not a nutritionist, but I do know the basic foods that are going to make you feel good, or at least that make me feel good and able to move about my day, work out while still feeling very good and energized. And just like working out is treating your body with respect, so is eating a huge variety of super nutrient dense and healthy foods, and also not restricting too much. I always want to put that in there. It is super important to have a balanced diet. And as I also mentioned in my other video, like 10 healthy habits video, I think it's super important to treat yourself. So when you're first starting off with working out, fuel your body with the right meals, protein, healthy carbs, healthy fats, everything it needs to be able to get through a workout and to feel good and energized. But then if you want like a cookie or ice cream, eat the real ice cream, eat the cookies, eat a slice of cake. Balance is key, and I think that's really important to remember as well. But yeah, I just want to include this segment because diet is like part of starting the journey and helping keep you on that motivational track. It might not be something that is a super intentional shift in your mind, but subconsciously it's going to help a lot. The final piece of advice I want to touch on if you want to start working out and start your fitness journey is to trust the process. Super cheesy, I know, but do not stress about seeing results in the short term. I know we all want to have a moment like in those movies where they transform the main character and they have a huge glow up in the matter of like less than 24 hours. But that's just not realistic, and give yourself some grace, give yourself some time to figure out what forms of movement you love. It's about creating a lifestyle you love, and if you try to force yourself to do things or wake up at 5 a.m. every day, you're gonna get trapped in this guilty mindset of not doing the right thing when there is no right way of going about working out. As the process, results will come eventually, and I hope this video helped anyone who wants to start working out but doesn't really want to start hitting the gym. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video and it could help anyone out there. Comment down below any other types of videos you would want to see from me or any content, and give this video a thumbs up and subscribe.